What's up, Falcon World? It's Zach again, starting live broadcast number 2 of Falcons. Like I said, I cannot tell you about the whole league, but I can tell you about the Atlanta Falcons. As you know, we run from a victory 26-24 against Philadelphia Eagles. And I could take multiple things from this victory. Let's go with the plus first. Alright, you already know Julio Jones is a beast. And he actually proved himself on his first game. And I think he's going to continue to do it this year. Just as long as he can stay healthy. I mean, the sled is limitless. He constantly destroyed defenses, and I don't know why they just want to constantly lead his dudes on one-on-one, one safety over the top, however you want to put it. But it is never a good effort. First half, we was killer. We had some flaws, but I'm going to just take the positives right now. We're going to go back to the flaws. We had Shortfield, which O'Brien Shortfield, who started the defensive end, and he actually was outstanding. I never seen this dude play. I don't even know where he came from, but they said he was a product under Quinn. And he was listed as a linebacker on a couple of sheets I had, but they put him to defensive end. He has a defensive end size more than a linebacker. He had a couple of hits on Sam Bradford that he just got around to the quarterback, and I was very impressed with. Jared did an awesome job. As we know, Jared is the son of Hall of Famer, the greatest linebacker in Atlanta history, Jesse Hammer, Tuggle's son. And he actually had a couple of great hits on the quarterback too. He was kind of spotty, but I mean, for a 6th-round pick, you can expect that he did a good job. The fullback, DeMarco, he laid down some killer blocks in the run game. I mean, he might be the best run blocker that we have, because up front it kind of sucked. But he put a couple of defenders on their butt. Coleman, 3rd-round rookie, did excellent in the rushing game to me. Like I said last year, I don't think running backs was the problem as much as the offensive line blocking on the run game. So, but Coleman, with his speed, he knows how to use his speed. I mean, he didn't get around the corner all the time, but he knew how to use the speed going between the holes, which was very impressive to me. Our secondary. To me, our secondary, man, is very good. Very good. All the way from Tufant to Alford to William Moe to Ricardo Allen. The secondary was very impressive. They was on balls that, like, nobody else would have been on with the pass rush that they was consistent of. Run defense was stellar. Anytime you could limit DeMarco Murray, even though I don't think this is the offense he should be in. He should be in more north-south. They do a lot of east and west in this running. A lot of sweeps out of the shotgun, which doesn't go to his particular skills as much. Special teams. Wow, I was amazed with the special teams, actually. Matt Bryant, Mr. Automatic within 45. Doggle Bosher, punts, kickoffs, no kickoff return. That's amazing to have that many touchbacks in a single game. Better yet, not to have no return back out. That really helped us. The only weakness was a little bit Aaron Weems' decision making for a coach on special teams. I thought should have been way better. He took a couple of balls out of the end zone that he shouldn't have. He lacks the speed that he used to have as a return man. He's still adequate because he's not going to lose the ball back there. He's not going to fumble the ball. But he just made a couple of poor decisions to me. But besides that, the whole special team was good. Torloco made a couple of special team tackles and everything. I actually went to the game, but then I came back and actually watched the game on TV. So I kind of got a good look to analyze the game. Now, to go to my minuses of this, you basically could see it the whole second half, but one was penalties. We got so many penalties called on us for holding on screens. I mean, I know receivers are not the best blockers in the world, but you know when you got your hands outside of your body, you just block in front of you, and then once Julio Jones catches a screen, he will do the rest. I mean, he will. He will find the seam and everything. I mean, we don't do as many reverses to Julio as we used to, but all good receivers kind of go away from that when they get older. Interior defense. We needed a kind of a push from our interior alignments. Tyson Jackson did good on the outside, but when he went to the inside, Hegerman, Bavano, Paul Soliak, I mean, but I can't blame Paul Soliak because his main priority is to eat up blockers with a 345 frame. But I expect them to do a little bit more as the season goes along, especially Bavano. He's a seasoned vet. Even Claiborne, when he was inside, Claiborne had an impressive preseason to me, and I expected for him to get a little bit more hits on the quarterback. I only think he got one, and that was a big downfall. Staying with the defense, I think Corey Billman, oh boy, I don't know whether it was the positions they was putting them in or that we're missing two outside linebackers, which is Reed and Bartu. When they come back, I'm hoping they don't leave Bierman out there to be in pass coverage. He's all right as a defensive end, but that's as far as I would take it. I wouldn't take him unless it's a hidden coverage. I wouldn't take him, just drop him back, obviously. And then the running back knows exactly who they own, and then they beat him down the field like he stole something.
Excuse me.
What can I say? Poor tackle in the second half. William Moore came out, the old Willie Moore, and then he was hitting, head hunting. But then come the second quarter, man, he's missing a lot of one-on-one tackles, dropping his head down low, trying to hit with the crown of his helmet instead of looking up and just making the tackle. He's trying to make the big hit instead. And it didn't work too well. He need to get back to fundamentals of tackling on that. Even Warlow, like the tackling machine, missed a couple of extra tackles. I know some people run him over, but he still makes the tackle. Going back, Matt Ryan made a couple of glidey decisions. You know he's gonna have his moments. He had a lot of good pinpoint passes, but then he made a couple of bad decisions. Going back to the interception that he threw in the end zone, the linebacker might have been 6'4", but he could have positioned that ball in so many different ways to give Roddy White just a chance to run under the ball. I mean, throw it back out the back of the end zone. Don't look the linebacker right to where you're throwing. It was basically a poor decision. Like, and even this interception coming out the second half, you know you got the lead 20-3. Don't give them any kind of momentum to make them think they could get back in the game. How it will improve? Wow. Bringing Jake Long is an improvement, long as he stays healthy. If he stays healthy, I think like he could obviously be our best offensive lineman. What I hated the most that we need to improve is the third down play calling. And even the play calling is much. I think it's more the formation. You running strong I formation, right? 1 out of 2 I mean, majority of the time you go into the strong side of that formation. The defense can anticipate that. So for one, I would say throw that out completely on third and short. I would run the strong formation mostly on first and second down a little bit longer. That way, even if most of the time when you in a strong formation, you're gonna run to that side anyway. It's not a passing formation like weak is. So when you run to that side, you got to have the defense at least anticipating pass. The only other thing you could do out of this formation to run to the opposite side is a counter. But you're not running a stretch play or anything to that side. So I didn't like that. Like when time was running out, no, you shouldn't have did that. I would have actually went to a spread offense, either quarterback sneak Matt Ryan, or I would have threw out of that strong formation because they're anticipating them run. And I'm saying Julio Jones, if you would have did a drag route, he would have been wide open. I mean, it's just as simple as that. 2, we had this same problem last year with Mike Smith. The offense gets too conservative. And then when the offense gets too conservative, the offense was trying to be conservative the whole second half. Do not do that. Stay aggressive. Stay on the gas pedal. But just tell your quarterback, don't throw passes that can get picked. Make sure that it's either incomplete or only the wide receiver to get to it. I could understand bad throws, but don't throw them to the defender. We got a lot of work to do. I'm loving the trenches on defense, but the trenches on offense has a lot of work to do. And it starts up front. Like, if we could get a decent run block game going, I feel like Coleman can really excel. Like, he didn't get any long. Well, let me retort from that. He did get a couple of long runs, but it was called back because of holding penalties. Our offense is damn near unstoppable. In between Julio Jones, who gets so much attention, and even with the weaker offensive line, our offense is unstoppable. But Matt Ryan's decision making has to be a little bit more careful. I know a lot of people praise on him because he's the quarterback of the team and he got so many responsibilities. But his playmaking has to be a little bit more acceptable. Philly was an intriguing rival, but we actually should have blew them out the first half. It should have been almost the end of the game. But on the other hand, they should have blew us out the second half. Just another thing we need to improve, I guess, going back that we got too conservative. We need to play a little bit more underneath, especially linebackers. I mean, but the exception of Reed, when Brooks Reed come back, I think that will help out a lot. But I'm trying to figure out what they're going to do with Patrick Kernan. I'm sorry, I said Patrick Kernan. I don't know why I keep calling this dude Patrick Kernan. But Corey Billman, I just don't like the fact that they trying to form him into a linebacker. I think Quinn did a great job of trading everybody position around the Sep Hills. Like, he still gets down wide 9. He still gets down in the 6 technique. But at the same time, Yeah, if he's in pass coverage, I'm not gonna like that at all because I didn't see him make one decent play in pass coverage. Ricardo Allen, he did a great job of committing him to a safety, man. He got a long way to go, but like I think with the potential that he got, I think he the highest potential dude on the team because last year he didn't even make the team. He made the practice squad. So much praise to him, much respect. And thing about it, Tue Sep is a stud. I only saw one pass play that at the game I saw it a little bit better, but at the TV I didn't see it as good. But he was on one man and came back and tried to knock the ball down, and he actually missed it. But that was the only bad play I saw him make, like all freaking game long. They avoided him and everything. He's a stud. He's a stud. Secondary, I like the whole secondary as a whole. If we could get our linebackers in pass coverage, it will be a whole lot better. I like Wardlow tackling. I'm sorry. I like his tackling, but in pass coverage, he's not that good at all. Jacob Tandy, I forgot to say him. Jacob Tandy, he did great. Torloco, he did great compared to what he did last year. He didn't miss any balls, so that's a positive to me. And Tammy's probably gonna have a record-breaking year because in Denver he was the second tight end behind Thomas. Now he's the number one tight end, and he should get a lot of looks. Another thing is, we actually don't have, going back to our minuses, we actually don't have a lot of decent goal line plays. I mean, we can't actually run the ball because we don't have enough beef up front in the goal line scenarios. And we also have to come up with a lot of screen plays. I would like to see them do a lot more pitches, a lot more quick tosses in goal line situation. Even if it doesn't work, at the same token, you always get a defense respect. If you get a defense off balance, you could damn near do anything you want to them, right? This is an old cliche, you know what I'm saying? If nobody don't know what you're doing, they can't anticipate what you're doing. They can't plan for it. So I would like to see that go a whole lot more. Next week, we get the New York Giants. Looking forward to this matchup. Go ahead and get all the NFC Eastern Conference teams. And actually, New York, you're looking for better pass rushers down the line. But you can get your way a little bit running with them. It's going to be a test because they're hurt because they let Dallas come back and beat them last week. Eli Manning has always been an overrated quarterback to me. I feel like Eli Manning always been an overrated dude that dudes look at him, but he's always had a great team around him. Odell Beckham Jr., I feel like he's going to go through a sophomore slump. He didn't have a good game last game. Tue Sep going to be D'ing up on him. But we'll see how that actually goes because he actually has spectacular hands, spectacular catch. But what he's doing with his hair, I do not know. So we're gonna see how it goes against Tom Kaufman. Victor Cruz back, the man of the slot, and hopefully we can hold him at bay. Like Odell Beckham Jr., I don't think he's gonna get much attention with us. Tue Sep didn't have much of a challenge this week. Oh boy, did he get 100 yards? I forgot his name, but he did get 100 yards. But he was all over the field. He was beating us in slots and everything. But I think Tue Sep is gonna be on Odell Beckham Jr. majority of the time. Victor Cruz, you know, he's gonna hang out in the slot if he's back. I don't know too much about their running game, and hopefully we'll be straight, because at the other end they have nobody to guard Julio. Prince can't do it. Dominique Roger-Cromartie can't do it. He has speed, but his technique ain't never been there to me. I don't know too much about their safeties, but I know they the better lead 2 over. They do got Colin Jenkins though, man in that middle. I forgot about that on the run. Gotta give it much respect. Hopefully we be good. I don't like to make too much predictions because I get kind of biased towards the Falcons. But as you know, the New York Giants will let you always stay in the game. And if we're in the game, I think we'll be successful. Hit me up, let me know what your predictions are. And we just looking to be successful this year. I think Quinn got us down to a good start, but at the same time, he have to keep his foot on the gas pedal a little bit more. He can't be conservative because you don't have the defense that you had in Seattle, but it's a work in progress and process. We have what it takes, to be honest. The only weakness I see is the offensive line. The defensive line isn't even that weak. Like, you take the same personnel from last year, and then you prove that you could make hits on the quarterback, make sacks, even though we didn't get any sacks. But you got to realize, though, we face the offense that the quarterback does not hold the ball long. This is probably the shortest offense that the quarterback holds the ball in his hand. It's a real West Coast offense, running gun offense. Chip Kelly. And to be honest, I think Chip Kelly is trying to find his own way out the door with these crazy behind trades and everything. But that's just my opinion. But I'm ready for Sunday. It's time we got Sunday. We travel up to New York, and it ain't even in the winter, so the climate shouldn't have anything to deal with how we perform or whatnot. I'm glad it doesn't, because it really gets cold up there. And we just looking to be successful this year. Let me know what you think about the video or whatnot. Let's go, Falcons. Rise up, nation. And one time, Zach, I'm out.